One highlights. Fort Worth Stealth in town to take on the Revs. First game on brand new red turf. It didn't take long to break it in. Darius Fudge takes a screen pass into the end zone. 11 seconds in. 8-0. First Stealth possession. Fourth down. That's a sack. Revs up 15-0. Party of one. You may be seated. Ouch. Same score. Now we're just getting crazy. Chris Franklin to the wall. Oh no, he didn't. Can we get another look, please? Da-na-na, da-na-na. Top play of the game right there. Take a seat, sir. You deserve it. Franchise players make franchise plays. 21-0 when Frankie Solomon picks off an errant pass in the end zone. Gets some more exercise in afterwards. Barely breaking a sweat. Second quarter. Sometimes you just need a little solo time. Robert Kent scrambles away from pressure, and the rest is just a combine drill. Get up and go get it. Clinton Solomon, 35-0. Still early in the first half. Solomon's jump shot game also on point. Just 2 minutes later, meet Michael Dyer. The field may be small, but not too small for him. Bye-bye. 42-0. Will they ever stop scoring? Now, that's just crazy talk. Neil Wilcox says, give me that. Rapid fire touchdowns after his snag. Michael Dyer on the ground. Kevin Tizino through the air. That's one-on-one crime. Let's get to the second half. Too much carnage already. 62-14. Early third quarter, Jordan Brown takes a toss. He scores. We're almost to 70. Let's get over it. Kevin Tizino from Lauren Morales. Money. Giving praise. Why wouldn't he? 76-14. 77-22. Guy Belliver on 4th and goal. Playing for charity. Works for the Cowboys and scores like the Cowboys. Gets hugs from his coaches. Gets hugs from everybody. Just love to see that. Wait. Where's he going? Where's he going? Family flew down just to see him make a play or two. Show him some love. Got to love indoor football. High fives on the way. Who wants it more is the theme of this next clip on 4th and 1. Right at the sticks for the Stealth. A fumble. Recovered by the Revs, who fumbled too. Stealth stop. Revs never stop. Ball picked up. Get out of the way, coach. Nearly went the distance. Final score, Stealth 30. Revolution 96. Kent, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Michael Dyer received 2 scores and ran in another. The defense forced 6 turnovers. I'm Director of Communications with the Texas Revolution, Cameron Irvine, and we'll see you next time.
Good afternoon, Texas Revolution fans, and to the rest of the indoor football world. I am Revolution General Manager Tim Brown. You may know me best for my Hall of Fame career with the Oakland Raiders, but over the last 3 years, I've had the pleasure of being the GM for the Revs, a unique experience in a unique sport. Kurt Warner with the Iowa Barnstormers and Fred Jackson with the Sioux City Bandits are two of the great success stories of arena football, elevating players' careers to the highest level. But the man I'm about to introduce you to has forged a different path. This man has wielded his greatness exclusively to the indoor game in whatever league and for whatever team he's played for. He is a 9-time champion in multiple indoor leagues. After 2 years of coaching, he is ready to get back on the field and prove once again he is a championship caliber quarterback. Now, this man was born in a city I'm quite familiar with, Oakland, California, but now he is ready to play in the Metroplex in Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the newest member of the Texas Revolution, Chris Dixon. Chris.
Hey, everyone.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So it's been 2 years, man, since you've been back on the field. How does it feel coming out of retirement, getting back on the field? How do you feel about that?
I love it. A lot of thoughts about it. It's been thought about for over a year now. A lot of things have, turned to help the situation. And I'm excited about getting back on the field. I missed the competitive edge. I missed it for a long time in terms of physically getting out there and doing it. As a coach, I love coaching. I do. I love making people better. But I feel like, how you saying, when kids go to school, when they go to college, you can go to college forever. You know what I mean? You can be any age to go to college, but you only get to physically do sports to a certain age. And, being 35, a lot of people, would ask why, but all I say is, it is what I want to do. I want to get back on the field. It's not about why. Why doesn't matter. What I can do and what I can't do is all that matters to me right now. And I feel like I physically still can play, and talking to my kids about this. And, they have been mentioning to me for a while about playing because they miss me playing. So I don't know. There's a lot of things going into this. So I decided that, this is what I kind of want to do.
Yeah, a lot of positive things, man. That's all that matters. So, hey, late in my career, I had the opportunity to go to another team and play. Didn't go that well for me, but, to say for you, you come into a different place, man, a new team later in your career. How do you feel about that?
I feel good talking to the guys, talking to the coaches. I feel like, I got a group of guys who want me there, want to succeed, hungry. I know the Revolution haven't won a championship yet, and they hungry for that. And, I don't play for nothing less in my mind. I feel like it's all or nothing with me. I've never been a guy who's been satisfied with making the playoffs, never been a guy who's been satisfied with getting there. My goal is always to win it. And I know the target is on, our back now, and the work has to be put in more than ever now because, of the target. But I love it. I've lived my whole career with a target on my back, so this isn't nothing new. But I'm excited about getting the guys, using that hunger they got and transferring over to greatness, hopefully.
Chris, I'm just going to tell you, man, I usually, tell a team, I got a Heisman, I got a Hall of Fame jacket, a Hall of Fame bus, but I don't have a championship ring, brother. So help your general manager out, okay? And,
We'll keep you on the championship bandwagon right now.
You sort of talked about this a little bit, man, but maybe you want to go a little bit more in depth on the days leading up to this decision and everything that you and your family. I know you have a lot going on where you are, and to make this commitment to come down here is a big move on your part. So just tell the people how excited and the passion you have, and that's why you're doing this.
Well, for me, it was about my kids first. Going into depth with them, talking to them about it. They got to make some sacrifices, but it was a no-brainer to them. They was quickly like, yes, do it, and so then, my kids' moms, we talked about it, and they worked out their schedules, and, we talked about a lot of different scenarios and situations, and they were in, and once I got the approval from them, and and my staff for other things that I do, it was a no-brainer to go down there and go ahead and do it. And the biggest thing for me is that I have so much support from a lot of great people to do this. And with that in mind, man, that's the biggest thing to make you want to do it, because you got so many people who support you to do it. I mean, how it go. When you decided to come back and play, you had to get the support first, because you question yourself. I mean, the first thing you do is, can I really do this? Right, but then once you got people who've seen you move around and see you do things and still see your passion and your hunger, and they tell you can do it, you generally say, okay, it's worth giving it a shot. And if I fail, I know I have those support people still behind me. And that was big for me once I knew I had the support of some great people behind me.
Hey, now, I know you're familiar with a couple of guys. Talk about those relationships you have. Did you play with these guys before, or did you play against them? How do you know some of them?
Well, me and Clint Solomon played in Sioux Falls together in 2012. We was the number one scoring offense in IFL history. Clinton Solomon at that time broke the he was second. We tied the IFL record for touchdowns in the season. All three of my receivers that year had record-breaking years. One led the league in catches, one led the league in yards, one led the league in touchdowns. So it was amazing to see that spread, but some of the guys, I've always played against Frankie Solomon. He was my Ty Law to Peyton Manning. It was kind of like he always found a way to make a play on me and understood, you could tell he watched his film. He did a great job against us. And then, I had Brandon Harold as a player last year, as my defensive end last year. And I knew what his motor was. And, I've always watched Fudge. Thought about, I've been around some great running backs, but I always thought Fudge was on the top end of those running backs. So to see him and to see on film some of these young guys and young talented receivers, it was exciting to say yes to. I had to go into a situation where, the pieces was already there. And, the first thing, was just some help, in certain areas that I feel like I can bring, and with that in mind, it was kind of like, exciting to want to get around these guys.
No doubt about it. Now, hey, all the games you played in arena football, I hear that you've never played a game in Texas, man. So what is that going to be like for you coming here, playing down here?
I have. So long story, when y'all brought T.O. down to the Revolution, we played a game down there.
Okay.
You guys went up on us big, and then we came right back in at the end of the game. We drove in and won the game. But, I've always called it Baby Jerry World.
Right.
It's not because the arena itself is on you. It's not like the big spread where you go everywhere else. I don't know if you've been to a couple of places, but I've been to a lot of places, and everywhere else is kind of spread. It's kind of big or, really, really big or really, really small. This place is a nice size, but the thing about it all is the screens are right there, just like, Jerry World has that big old screen on top. The fans are active. I mean, it's Texas. Come on now. Those fans down there are just, excited about their football. And so, everybody's involved. It was great to see how, I'm not saying it, it's like the Cowboys feeling, but it has that, we have your back feeling.
That's right.
And so I kind of love that feeling. I always said, man, I wish I got to play there, 3 or 4 times. I got to play there twice. It was a great place to play. And I've always enjoyed, being there and playing there.
Sounds good, man. Now, talk a little bit about Fudge, man. He has your number right here. So how are we gonna work it out, man? How are we gonna get that? How are we gonna get that number 2 on your back?
I'm more of a leader, so leaders make sacrifices for their teammates, and this isn't about me. Winning this championship isn't about me. It isn't about one man. If Fudge can run for 1,000 yards at number 2, let him. If he can get the job done. I mean, he's a fan favorite, man, and I don't want to come in shaking things up. I think it's his number. He's the guy down there. Let him keep it. I'm gonna step into a number that no one has, and just be a teammate. I feel like I can make any number a great number for somebody to want to go buy a jersey for, or want to wear it. So, with my son's approval, my baby boy. my baby boy's approval, and he did it first, so I got to give him credit for it. I think I'm gonna put on the number 6, and ride with my son and wear his number. And
I wore
they wanted to wear 1 at first, but all my kids wear 1 now. But 6 is the number I want to rock.
I wore 6 in high school, so that's not the worst number to put on at all. So
no, I've never done it, so it's gonna be a new number, new way, new day. I feel like every city for me that I've been to should have its own Chris Dixon, not the one that did it before. Like Billings, I wore number 5. I never wore it again. Sioux Falls, I wore number 2. And I've never really wore it again. And so I feel like I should make my own number in Texas. And I think 6 has its own feel to it. I carry that many championships. I carry an opportunity to surpass it in championships if we win it this year. So, 6 is on my mind. When you throw a touchdown, it's 6 points. So 6 has a great significant meaning to it.
Yeah. All right, 2 more questions, man. I'll let you go. First of all, have you ever played on a red field before?
No.
The carpet is so.
No, so that's going to be a new experience too. So, yeah, no, I'm excited about that. I like the new turf. So that was kind of another piece that I was like, oh, red turf. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
Let's end this, man, with you. And you sort of mentioned this as you've been talking, but your excitement for playing for the Revolution, man, and coming down here for the fans. Just sum this up by just letting the fans and the people know, how much you're looking forward to being down here.
I am. I'm excited. When you get an opportunity to go, not only to play football, that's a blessing, but an opportunity to play in front of a fan base that gets, anything between 4,000 to 8,000 a game. You want to be in that type of atmosphere. I almost returned back to Billings this year. That would have been a great situation as well. But, the biggest thing is that I love, the opportunity to, get back on the field, get around some people who's hungry. The main thing for me is hunger. I'm hungry. I'm hungry to win. I'm hungry to get back out here and compete. I'm hungry to, to get back to that championship feeling, to push, to, make everybody around me better and, to learn a lot and, give the knowledge I have out, to make somebody else better is all worth it to me. And, to offer up an opportunity to not only, live where I live, but, the opportunity to learn a new city and learn, the things that, make a great program go. I've heard a lot of good things about the Revolution through this situation and, to get back around it, hopefully one day have my own team and learn some things. It's always good to learn from great programs. And, this will be another opportunity for me to learn from all of you great office staff and, the coaching staff and those type of things.
That sounds great. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Chris Dixon. Chris, we can't wait to get you down here, man, and get this thing going, man. I'm looking forward to watching you play, practice, do everything, man. So God bless you, man. Safe travels down to Texas, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. I'll see you guys soon.